I really do hope that the levels is good. Let's go. The MyT Sports Podcast. Good evening and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only Talent El Idolo Deportivo. Scratch that. Hold up. No, we're not today. No, we are.
Record means rewind, a concept means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
This is your boy Talon Senioritis Taylor. It's the last. We're coming down to the last. Use the link. That's what it is. Like I sent you a link, B. Use that link. We're coming down to the last couple shows of the. We're coming to the last 3 shows of the pop. Hey yo, cheers to this. You know what it is. Listen, let's get this started, right? Let's get this started. Welcome back. Listen, we're coming at you live. We're coming at you live. We're coming at you live. And in case you ain't know, this is another Enfuego day. It is another Enfuego day in the hottest city in the world. Current temperatures right now. Where are we sitting at right? 80. You guys realize it's 8 o'clock at night. It's 87 degrees. I don't know what the real feel is, but it's a little cloudy. It's supposed to rain today. It possibly didn't. This is June 28th, 2023. Excuse me. Got a couple things trying to come out at the same time. This is officially Volume 8, Episode 87. Track. What track are we on? Hold on. It should be at the bottom down there. What track? What track does it say down there? I'm joking. I'm being sick. But track 542 of the MyT Sports Podcast. Well, we're coming at you live and direct again from the hottest city in the world. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna start here. Actually, I think I've done this already. I'm getting a massive feel of deja vu. I'm like, yo, coming at you live and direct from the hottest city in the world, right? Come stone's throw away from Miami, Florida, and it just brought me back to a clip that I was hearing within the last week or so, right? Of some Bills fan going off talking about how New York don't play, how the Jets don't play in New York, and this, that, and the third. And even though they got Aaron Rodgers, Buffalo's gonna show them who the real New York team is. And I'm like, hey, yo, they acting like Buffalo is close to the city. They acting like they even play in Buffalo. That's the other. So listen, I don't think that the argument anymore should ever come up of, hey, yo, you don't even play in the XYZ city that you say that you're from. New York doesn't play in New York. Buffalo doesn't play in Buffalo. For a while, the Detroit Pistons didn't play in Detroit. Miami Dolphins don't play in Miami. Whatever the Miami soccer team is, don't play in Miami. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just remember that the amount of time it takes you to go from the city to get to where the Buffalo Bills play at, your ass can damn near drive to Florida. Your ass can damn near be in Florida. I'm just saying. That's why it makes it look a little bit more impressive when their fan base travels, doesn't it? We got a big show for you guys today. We got a really big show for you guys today. But you know what we say here, regardless of the time and regardless of the weather, it's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. Back at it like a sports fanatic. Woo! MyT Sports. Now, normally, we start off every single show with a little birthday party, right? What's going on, everybody that's joining on Instagram? Hold on, let me text this fool. Let me tell her, yo, use the link I sent you. Where's Mark at? Use the link I sent you. Use the link I sent you on IG. There you go. Like, these motherfuckers be scared of technology. Like how? I don't understand even. Oh shit! Did we not? Oh, that's only Podbean. That's okay. not to be like, hey yo, I don't need Podbean's connection, but I don't mind losing Podbean for half a second. I really don't. I really don't. It's okay. Welcome everybody that's coming in through Podbean. So the call-in line is officially up for everybody who'd like to call into the podcast. If you listen to the podcast, I want to thank you for making this your last listen of the day. I'm assuming this ain't your first listen of the day. It's late. So if you're listening live, I'm assuming it's your last listen of the day. Maybe it's your first listen of the day on Thursday, Friday maybe. Hope you're not listening on Friday, because Friday night we dropping a whole new podcast. Yo, what? Friday night's podcast. I'm going to tell you why we're going to be excited about that a little bit later. You know what? And to give you later, because we got a big show for you guys, right? We got NBA transactions to go through. We got WNBA news to go through. We got the pleasing of Draymond. I don't think we talked about that yet. I may have dropped a little nugget for you guys on my TikTok, right? My Ricky TikTok. I may have dropped a nugget for you guys there. Let's make sure we get the chat line in here too. In case anybody pops up in the chat, we'll get that in. Listen, we may not get anybody in the chat. What's going on, Ronnie? We see. I don't know. Yo, why are you paused? Can you see me, Ronnie? Is this like because it tells me that Instagram is live, but then it says paused, so I can't tell if my IG is running straight. And Ronnie just left. You know what? This motherfucker. Let's try this again. Discard that video. Discard that. And you bouncing titties, 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 bouncing titties. Okay, it's over. Shit. I don't know what goes on my Instagram sometimes. I really don't. Like it completely has a mind of its own. It absolutely does. Guys went like, yo, it's hump day. How come you ain't at Shorkies? For the next, actually, until the season ends, we'll be doing the rest of the podcast from the studio. So we won't be at Sharkies this week. As you can see, won't be at Sharkies. Actually, there is no next week. Next week, when we go to Sharkies, we'll just be there to have a few drinks. Mingle with the people. Just enjoy life. I can't wait till next Friday, because then I get to go to, not this Friday yet. Maybe I go this Friday. When I finish the podcast early, maybe I go this Friday Yeah, I think I'm gonna go this Friday to premieres to go see DJ Scepter. Sorry, I started thinking about somebody. Yo, anytime you guys see me black out like that, just know that something came across my mind, and I feel like I'm talking out loud. I don't even think I'm thinking out loud, but that's not what's happening at all. That's not what's happening at all. Right? We got a running back strike that we want to talk about, and I know this sounds weird, but you have to understand when we get here of what's been going on with these running backs. We got some more dumbass suspensions, right? Or more suspensions of dumbasses. But because we don't want to call anybody stupid or a dumbass, let's just call it, yo, Mark. Now I even know what's going on here. Hey, yo, Mark, join through the link that I sent you on Instagram, not join through Instagram. That way you get video access and everything too. So not only can I hear you either voice, but but if you want to pop up on video, you can pop up on video as well. That's actually part of the recording, and actually will come through at good quality. So use that link I sent you. Then that won't be a little bit better. How's the boys doing? Yo, tell them congratulations. I seen you graduated. Yo. Actually. Big up. If I had a new song, I would play a new song for him right now. Well, big up to Mark 350, graduated high school. Hey, yo. Right? Big up.
There's a parade inside my city, yeah.
I'm not even going to explain that anymore. I'm sorry. If you guys don't understand what's going on with John Morant and how that drop of him is going to be abused probably over the next 2 years on this podcast. You guys have not met me. You guys, welcome to the MyT Sports Podcast. Thank you for listening. If this is your first time here, but we're about to be abusive. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. When I look over on Instagram, yo, those Instagram filters, whatever they be putting on it, when I look over on Instagram, I'm like, yo, I look good as fuck. Like the skin tone looks nice. What's going on here? Yo, bring that back. Why you keep stopping me? Don't stop me. Can't stop this shit. Can't stop. Stop. Who you think you stop it? Oh man, so we got no birthdays today, folks. We got no birthday shout outs. Normally what we do is that we give a little birthday shout to everybody that had a birthday since the last time we was on air. Nobody had a birthday on the 27th. Nobody had a birthday on the 28th. So you know what that means. It doesn't mean I won't give out any birthday shout outs. It means that I don't know anybody with a birthday. But if you a lot of mercy. If you somebody with a birthday, can I tell you guys, right? Out of mercy. Is what I told my niece is Jamaican for excuse me. I used to burp or whatever, you know, a little. And she'd be like, oh, well, Julia, I say excuse me. I did. I was like, a lot of mercy. Like, yeah, that's Jamaican for excuse me. Like, a lot of mercy. Well, I remember her little tail running around. A lot of mercy. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm back. Let's get back into the sports. So no birthday shot. So if you know anybody had a birthday on the 27th, if you know anybody had a birthday on the 28th, please feel free to go ahead and send them a little and drop their names in the comments. Drop the names and drop their names for us. Drop some orange and blue hearts. We'll go ahead and get them a birthday shout out to the podcast. Any listeners, any companies that's listening, right? You can have an open advertisement right here in the MyT Sports Podcast. Go ahead and just email me through any one of my platforms, and we'll be able to get that over to you guys. What's going on, John? Yo, everybody, you know I love you guys. Whatever. It works. It works. I'm like, how you doing? How's the? Hey, yo, 4th of July weekend. What we doing? Like, because I'm a little confused. Like, I thought you know what I mean? Because I'm over here thinking like, yo, the housewarming was supposed to be for, was supposed to be the 4th of July thing. That's when you're supposed to be having like your first soiree at the crib, but then you decided to do that for the birthday. So now I'm kind of confused. Are we still popping off for 4th of July, or if I need to take my rock somewhere else? Weekend. Because I'm thinking I'm gonna be off Monday. I may be off Tuesday. I don't know if I'm gonna be off Monday. I gotta check with my employer and see how the weekend is looking. See, this is the difference to be determined. Bet. Let me know. I had all kinds of plans for 4th of July at the crib. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, but listen, it may even be even better because Mom Dukes may go to Orlando because she's off Monday. I don't think I'm off Monday. I was just off last Monday. I pulled my black card. June Eve. Give my employer a whole history. To get paid. I was like, what did I get paid for? But I had to give a quick history that's to get paid. I'm using your card. Bet. So let's get into our first topic of the day, right? We don't have a MyT topic of the day. We got no birthdays. We just got our first topic of the day. And
First of all, things first.
we have some NFL player suspensions. Yep. When I said we got some more dumbass suspensions or more suspensions of dumbasses, I was talking about NFL players because you guys know how I feel about them. These are the dumbest collective group of athletes I have ever witnessed, right? Eventually, I have seen every league progressively get smarter when it comes to their players. I can't say that about football players. I feel like they continuously read, like they take. I know this is super outdated, right? And I realize I gotta stop saying that because anytime I hear somebody say super outdated, I'm like, yo, how old are you? But it reminds me of a Paula Abdul song, a throwback joint, right? Where it's one step forward and 2 steps back, right? But then she goes, that's how opposite the track. I wonder. No, right? So 1 step forward and 2 steps back. And I feel that's what happens with the NFL players. Like, they may take a step, but their stupidity always allows them to take multiple steps back. I've been talking about this ever since they decided to sign their collective bargaining agreement, right? A year early in a position where they had the leverage, but the owners made it seem like they were the ones up against the wall when it was just the owners up against it, right? The one time they literally, welcome to the podcast, appreciate you officially, Big Trey. When they were the ones that, so I'm not gonna go down that rabbit. I don't want to go down that rant again. Let's let me know that we got some more dumbass suspensions, and these suspensions are coming from the newest, I want to call it the newest NFL big rule, right? Which revolves around gambling. And suddenly now we find ourselves with them getting ready to hand out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, not 6. They've already handed out 6 this year alone, but they're about to hand out another one. And this one is for Indianapolis cornerback and kick returner Isaiah Rodgers, as it looks like he is as they're about to come down or make a determination on his suspension, which we've seen. It either goes for 6 games or it's it's indefinite. I haven't seen anything in between. It's either been 6 games or all season. And it's kind of circumstantial if depending on where you may have betted, that they may look at it like, okay, you quite didn't understand that you can't do this even on the bus on the way from an away game as you're about to go home and be off for the next 4 days. And I'm not saying it, understand, they have put out rules, right? There is a set of NFL gambling do's and don'ts, or because we're talking to a group of big doofuses, NFL gambling no-nos. No, hot. No, don't touch. Hot. There's about 6 of them, right? There's about 6 rules that the NFL are really kind of emphasize, and these aren't the only 6. So I don't want you to make me think like, oh, this is it. No. Au contraire, mon frère. This is not just it. But these are the ones that kind of stick out the most. These are the ones that you're gonna want to pay attention to. Because I feel like every time somebody gets caught, these are the excuses that they're using. So these are the 6 major things to address the excuses that NFL players are using when they get caught. Just like suddenly Logitech is gonna have to put on the controllers used to power, do not use a submarine with 5 individuals in it. You can use it as a steering wheel to drive, but you cannot use it as a navigational device for a tuna can with 5 people, sardine can with 5 people. You get it, the visual. So now what the NFL is doing, that there's gonna be, can I get in here? Nah, whatever. Who cares? I'm not on screen. Oh, good. So I can smoke. I'm enjoying. It's like I don't smoke also, but you know what? I don't know why not being seen right now. I'm like, ooh. But first, let me take a smoky. Remember that song? Let me take a smoky. So, first of all, right, the very first thing is going to end up happening is that now there's going to be mandatory training for all NFL rookies. The first thing that's not obviously because I'm going to start because the rules I have. So if you're watching the podcast, right? Appreciate you guys listening to the podcast, possibly even listening to the of the podcast. But if you're watching the podcast on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, forget about YouTube, then you guys can have the rules up there for you guys. Let's go ahead and split this up. What's going on with you lately? I'm telling you, there's something weird going on with my functions, and it is something. You guys are like, hey, you gotta get that. We don't give a fuck. So it's gonna be mandatory, first of all, for all NFL rookies. That should basically be about gambling. But what I just told you, they're gambling, right? They're do's and don'ts of gambling. And so far, 6 major ones that they've come up with, right? Don't bet on the NFL. Bet on the NFL. In case you need to know, don't bet on the NFL in any way, shape, or form. If you guys want to do like a survivor pool amongst each other transaction shit, yes. Don't digitally or walk in. Don't get a bookie. I understand your state of. Don't do it. Like you know what I feel like this is the marijuana talk all over. Yeah, this is the marijuana talk all over again. Understand it may be legal in your city, but don't do it. Like, why are you not being compensated well enough that you be like, you know what? I don't need to risk this $1,000 on these 2-to-1 odds. You know what I mean? I don't need to risk this $10,000 on this plus 170 odds. Like the fuck? So don't bet on the NFL. Now, this one, don't gamble at the team. And I think this is the one that has probably caught people up the most, I feel like. Because this is the one that I've heard the most intricacy being laid out for, right? And this sounds like some of the scenarios a lot of people were caught up in, right? Don't gamble at your team facility. Even so, that means like even if you don't have a game, let's say you come in on a random Wednesday to work out, don't gamble at the team facility. Don't care if it's basketball. Don't care if it's baseball. Don't care if it's tennis. Don't care if it's wrestling. Don't care if it's women's lacrosse. Don't gamble at your team facility. Even on a random Wednesday when you're going to work out. Don't gamble while traveling for a road game. So you guys are traveling to be like, oh shit, we're not on the clock right now. I seen we need to get a bet in. Ooh. Like, we know it. We 20,000 feet in the air, 50,000 feet in the air. Oh, we between. Let me put this. Nope. Business still on the NFL clock. Technically, don't bet while traveling to road games or staying at a team hotel. Like, you know what? Damn, we got this game on Sunday. This is Saturday now. Technically, if I was, and this is what's probably caught up a couple of people. Technically, if you were home or playing in a home game on Friday or Saturday, you'll be at your house. So you'll be able to gamble. You know what? Let me bring myself on camera. Right? So you'll be at your house. So you'll be able to gamble on these games. But because it's an away game, you're at the hotel and you're thinking to myself, well, if I was at home, I'll be at. If this is a home game, I'll be at home. This is an away game. The hotel is my home while away. Let me go ahead and put this. No, this is a hotel that is commandeered for your team, so it becomes a team hotel, which puts it into the category of team facility. Don't gamble there. Which I'm assuming that's how a couple of these guys got caught up, because that one sounds too intricate for it to be a coincidence. Now, listen to how all these things tie in. Don't bet on the NFL, because some people, I guess, was so dumb enough to bet on NFL games. We'll get to the last rule in a second, right? The last one, the first one, right? So now, don't gamble at the team facility while traveling for a road game or staying at a team hotel. But see, now because you can't do that, right? I'm not, listen. Oh, you guys don't even understand what's going on right now. Like, something just isn't happening the way I want it to. Like, why? Why are you being so difficult? Oh, you know what? There you go, but not in the way I want you to be. There you go. Finally. Can we get you this way? Nah, that don't look good. That don't look good. There we go. All right. Finally got that the way I wanted it. So what's going on, border? Oh man. I'm gonna stop calling you niggas my co-host. Y'all just be like niggas that podcast randomly. That's the category y'all about to fall into. Right? Niggas that random podcast. You guys are like Sweet Brandon. I always forget the name of Brandon's blog. Go check out Brandon's blog. That shit is funny as fuck. He puts a lot of work in. Right? So now I feel like rule 3. I feel like all these rules kind of coincide with each other. So the next rule is don't have someone for you. Imagine this now. You're traveling. You see a really good bet you put in. You're like, damn, I can't do this. I'm traveling for an away game. Hey, yo, best friend. Hey, yo, trusted family member. Hey, yo, shady cousin that don't mind going to jail for shit. Right? Whichever one of the four. Like, when I say wifey, you know what I mean? Hey, yo, spousey. Right? Whichever one of those categories you fall under, hey, well, I'm traveling right now, but I see a sweet bet I need to put in. Here, can you log into my account at this in for me? Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Registered from home on the IP address at home. Put in the bet. What ends up happening though? You may put in the bet. You may have somebody log into your account and put in the bet from home, and the IP address registers from home, but it's still Calvin Ridley's account, and Calvin Ridley is traveling. No, granted, I'm not Calvin Ridley, just one of the names on the list, right? But it's Quentin Cephas's account, and right now Quentin Cephas is traveling with the team. No. Maybe this is one of those circumstances where somebody got only 6 games and not individual, and not a full year, right? Definite suspension. James is George Jameson Williams account. Williams is traveling with the team right now, and he had his spouse. He put that in for, and yes, we can see that the IP address is coming from your crib while you are in Jacksonville while you play for Detroit, right? And we know that that's where you're at. But you know what? You're on company time. You shouldn't be putting in bets for company time, right? So this is why you don't gamble at a team facility while traveling or at the hotel, because you're traveling. So you can't put the bet in if you were traveling. You can't have somebody at your house come for you. You can't have somebody in the state that's legal put that in for you while you're on that work clock, because they can't log into your account and do that for you. They do that for you. It's a wrap. Like it's you. It's your account. You prove that you're somewhere else. Who knows? And while I'm saying the simple thing is an IP address, you could be using a VPN blocker, right? Or something that changes your VPN to maybe make it like you're from the crib or you're somewhere. So no, your account don't do it. As the rule number 1 should go without saying, probably rule number 4 should go without saying. Your team, don't share team inside information. No insider betting. You shouldn't be telling anybody like, hey, because you know what happens when you kind of tell somebody to use your account for you in a say. Let's not use that. Ready? I got to hear me fan fireworks already, because I don't live in the kind of neighborhood I'll be hearing, Tony, what's going on, girl? How you? Right? I don't live in the kind of neighborhood hearing gunshots, right? So this must be out here, because if I'm in a kind of neighborhood where I'm hearing gunshots, then my rent need to be reduced. I'm paying way too much. Like for real. For hearing gunshots where we at. But I'm assuming it's close to 4th of July. It's a Wednesday. Somebody's already off. You know, the clock somewhere. It's 4th of July somewhere. It's somebody's independent somewhere. Right? Like somebody just released their titties. Woo! Independence Day. Let's know if these fire. What am I doing? I have something for that. But you also don't. You also got like for that too. It's like it's about, if I was hearing it, then the property value a little too high, and they didn't renegotiate because that wasn't the thing. Like, hey, here a couple of shots here. Continue. Let's continue. Let's continue firing shots back at the NFL and their undereducated players, right? Don't enter a sports book during NFL playing season. I mean that you can't sign up for an account. It's like, yo, if you don't have an account, don't open one during the season. It looks shady. What is, and I can get it. What is going on in the football season? Tennis? A little bit of hockey? A little bit of baseball, maybe? Like, nah. It sounds suspicious. If you want on baseball, you had a whole summer. You want to put on basketball, you had the whole season. You had the time it mattered most. Playoffs and shit like that. Like you wanted to bet. We don't even believe you watch tennis. Like, I don't know. Don't play daily fantasy football. You would think of common sense, but the NFL playing about here. I'm not saying that they're all. I don't want to say that they're all dumbasses, right? Or collectively they're a group of asses. Like there's some small in the bunch, but collective dumbassery just kind of overshadows any. I don't want to say that, and that's not right. I think these guys are really smart. It's a sport that turns their brain to mush. And it is very apparent. It comes. That's what I'm saying right here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Last year we had one player get suspended for gambling, Calvin. You would, right? That would have been enough of a deterrent. You would have thought, listening to the podbean, that the phone lines are open if you would like to join the conversation. Right? You would have thought that would have been a deterrent. I'll be like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's not play around with gambling and the NFL because we got a whole season. Wide receiver Atlanta. Now, if he gets reinstated, if I'm Jacksonville Jaguars is right, which is not a bad thing for him. You have to think what's going on in Jacksonville. It'll be a good place for him to be underneath the radar to play with a good young up and quarterback. It's about winning. He can actually help the team win. So he got a full season. You would think that would be enough of a deterrent. Enough of they got 1, 2, 5, 6 cases the next year. 6. Now I know it'll be almost impossible to not any. You get that one last year, you think, okay, maybe I get 2, maybe 3. If it's really bad, 6 team. You have a group. Like something like this thing is contained. You just had a group of right? Detroit wide receiver Quintez Cephas, right? Suspended safety or suspended indefinitely. So Jameson Williams games, and also wide receivers Stanley also 6 games. Quintez and Steve Berrio, both were released. So they can't with Jameson Williams more. We have Colts cornerback Rodgers. He went for the termination on his punishment. There was also Washington, the Washington Dummies, right? Their defensive end shocking suspend definitely. This is enough. It's not to say that I don't expect it. It's not to say that I don't expect to see any. Somebody is going to try to play the system. Somebody's gonna think that they have a way to get around all this, and they're gonna try their hands. Let's hope that's 6. Honestly, let's really hope that's 6. is the most cases they ever get ever in again. Cause that's a lot. I know you think like, man, 600 players in the league. Man, six ain't really that bad. I have a pregnant pause right there. Have you thought about that? That's enough. Listen, I know that's not bad. That's enough for a group of millionaires, right? On the villages that are about to be millionaires. As long as you're in the work and you can easily come out here with a couple of cool millies, but yeah, you want a quick fix. Like, see, some of these guys, that addiction, right? The need for a thrill. They just come from kind of background or environment where they are drawn to these scenarios, flipping a color, maybe even. I can't wait to prove y'all wrong. Can't prove y'all wrong. I forgot who said that, and it's but whoever said that, I don't remember who. I give him remember who said that. I wrote down the quote, forgot to write the source. But only because I was like, who's you? What is doubting you? Everybody's giving guys your props. Like, prove y'all wrong. That's the NFL. As you know, the NFL season is going to first time on the podcast for September. Can't wait to see you. Yeah, I got senioritis for real. Go. It's cold. It's cold down today. Ooh, speaking of weird, I heard it was hospital, right? Non-reactive or something like that. Let's keep our thoughts in prayer. Donna, real quick. She was my first white girl crush. I remember, and I was like, ooh, I forgot how I was young too, like 4, and I was like, ooh, who is this? I am indeed. Like, I go back to my birthplace now. Like, is there a way I can get in there? Oh man, you guys know what it means to be raised in the 80s. It means, like, if you a babysitter, you knew about sex like before they just 7. There was no complaints about it. It was a right accident. Like everybody just knew. It was like, yeah, we grow up eventually. Speaking of growing up, NBA, because that's really not really isn't the only thing that's going on right now. While the NBA just passed, we also have, I don't know what is there a sound for it? Hold on. It's like I don't even draft sound. The NHL draft is going on right now. NHL draft. That's an NFL sound. Let's see. I think it's nah, that's 30 minutes. I don't think the NHL 30 minutes itself. You don't know what the NHL? I never watched the draft. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see if I have the say. I know I have it saved on. No, I do not have it saved on this. Wait. I'm still looking to see if I have. And I want to see if I can catch the next draft. I've never watched the NHL draft ever. I wouldn't know one person coming out of the draft, but I do know that, like the NBA draft this year, the NHL draft had a generational talent coming out for the first overall pick. Don't know what his name is. Don't know who it is. Oh, right. But I do know that much about it. Oh yeah, it's starting to rain. I can hear it. And when it rains, you can hear it in the studio. So the NHL, well, NBA draft has wrapped itself up, right? Victor Wembanyama has gotten his official measurements, and he's come through at 7'3" and a 7'3.5" inches. There we go. 7 feet 3.5 inches. That is his official height without sneakers, because that's what that's what we do now. So he's not 7'5", he's not 7'6", he's not 7'8". He's not 7. He's not 7'12", 7'15". Nope, 7'3.5". It's funny, right? Because I feel that the person I'm about to talk about next, right? Boogie ass like gunshots. While I feel like the next person I'm about to talk about or bring up is going to be the number one person sought after that isn't one of the megastar names in NBA 2K. And that's somebody that I've gone after for years. I know you wonder, like, damn, how many years could it be? Years. Back when Thon Maker was still in the league. Years. I've been going after his ass. And that's one Ball. I'm telling you, it's so weird. Because you're like, oh, we've never seen this before. Right now, Bam Bayou, right? Oh, sorry, Victor Bayou is somewhere along the line trajectory of Ball, Kristaps Porzingis, Ball, and Kevin Durant. That's his tree. That's his. How can I say this in 2K? That's his architect type, right? Like that. That's how I see him. But let me tell you guys, if you're playing 2K and you're looking for a couple of guys that are cheap that you can get, that can definitely put in work to help to damn near guarantee you W's, Ball is one of them. Do not sleep on what Ball does. Block shots, get rebounds, shoot the three. He will do it all for you. Kristaps Porzingis, ironically, is when I remember the 1 year I had Kristaps Porzingis for the Knicks, and I was like, yo, he's a cheat code. Like, what is this? Bloop, man, bloop. Fast, you understand? He averaged 25 points per game and I barely even use him. It's like having Giannis without the 3-pointers. Or Giannis doesn't have any 3, but it's like having Giannis on your team. I don't know how. I never really had Anthony Davis before. I don't know how Anthony Davis is kind of small in the realm of players I like to use. Anyone like, man, you joking? Nah. Listen, I've been a ball advocate. Go back to some old podcasts. I've been talking about ball for a couple of years. Listen, ball is the reason why I thought that Orlando was going to be for real. Or really be have the X factor that you really need to take themselves. Listen, man. Ball. And not just ball. I foresee a change in the NBA. And I don't know how much of a change I want to call it, but I foresee a shift in the NBA. And we've seen this before. All right? And we're gonna see it again. if Victor Wembanyama becomes too dominant to guard, and the number one unguardable trait that he has is his height, we are going to see an influx of 7 feet one guy in the NBA. Bench. A lot of music. So, come on. Surprise. If I'm not that ball, put up and I don't because where is it? Where is it at? Because I don't know. It's NBA free agency. We'll leave it alone because I'm a little too distracted trying to figure out if Ball got traded. But I have a feeling that, let me see here. Ball. Let's just type in Ball. Let's see Ball trade. Magic add Ball and deal with the. Okay, yeah. So the Boston Celtics have agreed with it. Is that right now? No, that's last year in February. Nope. I'm trying to see if this is recent. So I really thought I saw that's from last year as well. Okay. So maybe Ball isn't being moved right now. Maybe he's just re-signing with the Orlando Magic. Like that could be something as well too. But let's see. I put in Ball trade. Let's just put in Ball. Let's see what news revolves around him. But I was not talking about Ball. Let me see what his number. Ball is 7'2" with a 7'8" wingspan. So he don't have the 8-foot wingspan that Victor Wembanyama has. But that 7'8" wingspan is nothing to mess around with. And the NFL the NBA really just like 6+, meaning that whatever your height is, right? They like your wingspan to be your height plus 6 inches. He's 7 foot. He's 7'2", 7'3", right? And has a 6'8" wingspan. They'll allow it. Let's see here. And again, no news on him. So I don't know. I don't know why I thought I saw news that Ball was being moved. But if I'm a team out there and I'm kind of worried about Victor Wembanyama being for real, I'm trying to get Ball. Which, listen, not for nothing. Boston getting Tingus Pingus. It sounds good, but if somebody like Victor Wembanyama is in the league and it's for real, and you think Tingus Kristaps Porzingis, and if you think Tingus Pingus can straighten up his act, as to say, and get healthy, get consistent, and start working on what's going on, Poe. Damn, everybody's popping up today. How you doing, Poe? Let me get some. Drop me some orange and blue hearts. I love all of you. How you doing? How's the little ones? It's been a while. Like I haven't done the show from the home studio in a while, and because I'm normally at Sharky's on a Wednesday. You know, Wednesday I get a different group of people that I always see joining the podcast. But to see some of my these are some lifelong these are some long time like MyT Sports podcast listeners and supporters of not just the podcast. Like we're talking about like just of life of each other. Period. So I'm glad to see the life supporters come out today, right? Like I really do appreciate and love all you guys. Oh, no, you guys, it's the last 3 episodes of the podcast. Lyric is good. Zion's insane. Zion's always insane. You thought having a little sibling, I thought having a little sibling would have grounded him a little. Let him have him come down just a tad bit. Hey, we all family, as we all. You know, that's still funny though. Oh man. So let's get back into the Boston Celtics. So they get Tingus Pingus. Or for those that don't know, that's actually Kristaps Porzingis. But they get Tingus Pingus. And I guess it's the potential, right? The potential that Boston traded for Tingus Pingus is the same potential why the New York Knicks drafted him. And the same questions they had while drafting him is the same questions why the Boston Celtics have while trading for him. His health, his consistency, and the number one ability when it comes to sports. When's the blue moon? When the blue moon's out? So, availability. Availability is your number one resource. If you're not available, I can't play you. If you're not available, I can't win. If you're not available, I can't plan properly. You can talk about the Yankees owner in a sec, the Yankees general manager in a second when it comes to that. So I hear that Tingus Pingus makes it over to Boston, and you start thinking to yourself, man, this makes them a true contender. Like this is big. But then that if always happens, right? And this is the if I don't like. When your players are iffy, your team becomes iffy. Because what you start to say, if he can stay healthy all season, if his health can hold up for a whole year. You know what's no bigger motivator than a contract year? The year that you're looking to get moved, or the year that you believe that you can go to another team. Kristaps Porzingis finally played the most games he's played probably since his rookie season, or maybe his sophomore season, right? 60-something games. 60! So when I come out and say, yeah, the Boston Celtics are going to be a problem for 46 games this season, that's exactly what I mean. But you guys heard me talk about this on Monday. But it wasn't about Kristaps Porzingis or Tingus Pingus. It was about Paul George. And the same formula applies. Tingus Pingus plays good for 30 games. The first 30, you know what? Let's bring him down a little bit, right? Plays good for 25 games. The first 25 games of the season, the Boston Celtics are looking phenomenal. 23-2. Sorry, 23-2. 22-3. Great. Then what plays Tingus Pingus again, gets injured. I'm sorry. You know, I think I got it. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even want to play it. I don't even want to play it. Right? But Tingus Pingus goes down. He's injured. Then next thing you know, he misses, let's say, 25 games. Who knows what happens in those 25 games? It's the Boston Celtics. They'll probably they'll play hard. They'll stay way above water. Those 25 they still manage to be 18-7, right? So maybe it's bad. They're going to go that beat come from? Somebody to show? That was coming down heavy. Hey, yo. This is what happened earlier. I ain't gonna lie. The storm right now is happening right now. It's gonna happen earlier. I thought it mattered earlier. So I think the Celtics are 46 games. It's 46 consistent games, 55 games in the beginning. And it's 20 games, right? Or it's 15 in the middle somewhere. However, the math the problem is will it's not if Chris is well, will he be there? You need him. He versus Phoenix. Acquisitions. No, it's probably going to be Milwaukee or Denver and New York or Denver and Miami because Tim Pickens won't stay healthy. Bradley won't be healthy. A little is feet toward. But I'm gonna tell you, for and for Boston, you have use. What did I just tell you? The NBA should now be Phoenix. I'd make it before yet, right? I don't know what the odd makers have. I'm gonna check it out. As though Boston Celtics and the which to win an NBA championship next year. So with those two championship finals, I'm sorry, Giannis, but it's gonna be. I don't know if you guys can hear all that, but it's a. That's right. Come on, log in. If you're never, you know, don't need to log in to look at the sports book. Look at the NBA. The trades that recently happened, right? This is another one that and that somebody got a hold of Stephen Curry. How this is going to generic professional answer that can't confirm if he still if he is actually on board with this. Jim Poole gets for Kevin for Chris Paul, right? Or as I like to call. Let's see. Oh no. Man, appreciate you, but I don't see that one. How did I not? No, I don't want to see that one. I appreciate you. Drop an advertisement. I know. I just want to remove. I don't need to add you to a block list. I just want to remove the chat. This fine, whatever. Just leave it. Just leave it. Everything's good. That was way more difficult for it to be. All right, let's continue. Jordan Poole and Chris Paul the third trade. I've really been around racking my out of all the trades that's happened, it's probably why all over the. I'm trying to be honest with myself when I say this next thing. This trade is probably red space in my head and all of the rest. And that's a bold statement. Thinking of space has rented him. Jordan Poole for Chris Paul III. You may or may not know, right? Over the summer, a video. Do we have video still? Video surface of Draymond Green snuffing Jordan Poole. We may have it. Let's see. Is that a? Yeah. All right. A video appeared of Draymond Green's. And so let you guys see this here, right? This is for the Draymond Green channel that we have. So I'll show you multiple videos here. Multiple images here. Even better. I'll be doing this. This was that was another thing. I think that was the Clippers. That was over. Okay. So if you guys remember, Jordan Green Poole in the offseason. And oh, no wonder it's not showing. We never quite found out exactly. Well, we found out now. If podcast, because I'm not the one that broke this, but what has been said. And what they're speculating, right, is what's been said is that this was like a 3-port confrontation. First, it goes back to school ties, Michigan versus Michigan. And Jordan said that, yo, I feel from your school. And I think we heard this part already. Where they were like, yo, Draymond Green, like, listen, you'll be in Sacramento next year. Back when Draymond Green sucked. Right? Nobody saw us going to explode this year. Like, yo, you'll be in Sacramento next year. And then Draymond Green was, and then Jordan Poole came back. I showed him saying, like, yo, why is your money green? You don't got no contract, nigga. You broke. And that was the quote that broke Camel's back. Next thing you know, he's on the ground. Draymond's in the training room. Poole trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. Heard the speculation, and then essentially it be said that, you know what, the fight between Drake is win the championship. In the offseason, it was going to come between Poole and Draymond because they can't win another championship without beefing. But there's also Warriors can't win a championship without. They said they can't win a championship with them two beef, and they can't win a championship without Draymond. Jordan Poole's out the door, and that's exactly what happened. Jordan Poole is the door. The thing about me is who they brought in for Jordan Poole. If they're doing this because of chemistry, think of the main word being said. I don't understand how this is not. This is about one person, but a major reporter. This is like their team reporter. I gotta stop doing this thing right here. Oh, I heard. Something's gonna. So, damn, I do that very easily. I was trying. See, that's the only thing. So, look at that. So, see, I can't see it. So, like, right now, you gotta watch the video. So, I'm gonna shut them on. So they're doing this for Kevin. How do you bring Chris Paul in the building? Because this is the chemistry between Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. What about the chemistry between Steph Curry and P3, Curse Cole, as he's been by the sorry. Oh, yes. All right, so that baffles me that you are trading Draymond Green chemistry for chemistry or Draymond Green's profitability with Steph. I thought Stephen Curry is. So that means that I do mean heavily. Stephen Curry and P3 to be in locked current professional, right? Or not professional, current competitive goal. That's what I meant to say. So you're hoping that they can be professional while chasing a be competitive, because their is what has led to weakness or the beef that has been going on amongst them two. Right? Steph Curry got up after C3, getting the job, staying with the team and getting the job done. I won't be surprised if Golden State Warriors don't win championship. Why? Too small. I'm already hearing rumors they're going to start together. CP3 in the same category I put and Paul George. Of unstoppable force. He's going to be injured for 36 games and missing when you need him the most. To me. So I don't think the Golden State Warriors are going to win a championship this year. I don't believe it. One, because I don't know how the chemistry is going to work. That's two. I think they're going to end up being small. Three, I think they're going to be injured. And the fourth issue has popped already that Chris is up the bench. He's not willing to be Curry's. Is exactly where Chris Paul needs to be as Curry's backup. But and his for memories past have already kicked in. He's Stephen Curry's back. If he's not back, Curry, they have no chance in hell. Cue Vince McMahon's theme music. Another one I'm not a fan of. The only kid I am a fan of is Marcus Smart in Memphis. Memphis is an adult, a leader. They gotta replace their bruiser on the team. And when you like John Morant, you have to get a couple of defenders around him. When we hear Marcus Smart's probably going to end up starting with Memphis, which he should. And then he could, well, if he wants to come off the bench, he wants to start. Initially, he's going to be the starter for the Memphis Grizzlies because they won't have. I like party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. Yeah. They won't have him. They won't have John 25 games of the season. And when they do, you put him in the but Memphis continues to be a team of interest to watch, right? Morant, with or without John Morant, you kind of want to see what his team was over. Have we not seen this before? Defense and soul of a Boston team to tell me this doesn't all over again. Remember about that. Tony that can guard Kevin Durant. Sorry. They told the guy that can guard in the post. We would never let that down happy roots. Marcus Smart to Memphis, I fully enjoy. I have more faith in Marcus Smart, and I try to think about it. There's a few injuries as well. So are we now shifting our game expectations? We recent CA, right? Takes effect like first. It's gonna rule the 29. They signed a 7-inch on that. That's required to play. Was it 65 games to qualify for awards? 65 games. That's what also is the underlying significance of the job. 25 games. It disqualifies him from any awards that's in. Which also means that you can't qualify for an award. Also can't qualify for it. If it happens times. So there is a minimum requirement to qualify for an award, which means that you have to play a minimum amount of games to even qualify for the I'm really trying to say. If we're gonna, you can't be a guy that's playing and expect to get this money like that. No. You can't make this team anymore. You can't make this team. You can't make this team. You can't make this team. Scoring time, MVP, DP, none of. So, yeah, the NBA has finalized their agreement. Takes effect on July 1st. Now, if you go on the ESPN website, page summary of all that, right? One of the days I'll before the summer. I'm just ready before the end of this podcast. Yeah, it's about a 9-page available. I already have it. Download my computer, myself, my phone, and my tablet, all my devices, and one day and take a good look at it. Now, as these transitions happen, free agency happens officially Friday at 6 p.m. As no Friday 8:07 p.m. We can do the podcast. This is up the another thing, right? Set of names that need to be another set of moves. Zach LaVine again. DeMar DeRozan, even though he just re-signed Vujovic to an extension, DeMar DeRozan's name, Zach LaVine's name, pop up as pieces that could be moved as they lose the ball a whole nother, as he has to have another knee done. He has to have another knee surgery after he had cartilage transfer surgery. Transfer cartilage. I thought you could now. Everybody found a way. don't even get this anymore. Can fake me, fake lips, fake hits, put in the moon, having the Titanic unsuccessful. We can't. I don't get it. But yet I can't beyond knee. Have no, we can't get beyond cartilage. USDA is about to approve lab-grown chicken. Yet I can't get lab-grown kneecap. Yet get some like you lose cartilage, just gone forever. You gotta get from where? So you gotta get cartilage from somewhere else. Has good cartilage. Somebody has no cartilage in the shoulders. They officially told me I cartilage like a 90-year-old man. I feel it when I do straight shoulder, right? Yeah, you guys. This is a chill. Stop. No, stop. So free agency right on Friday. So that's 2 hours before the. Hopefully, what is that we get a little quick first time. We get a whole bunch of signs. I don't because Ball Boy is if you call because another example Zach trade talks on trade rumors. You trying to keep it all over. It's all I figure you got to get the guy that can guard Jokic. If he doesn't guard freedom. Is he still in the league? I'm telling you, with the new resurgence of big men, Giannis, Jokic, Wambayu, Joel Embiid. I don't think you guys realize there is a real man coming along, and you have to realize not either, right? The last championship, have to drag the finish like a healthy big man. Giannis, Jokic, and Denver. Now also the guys is MVP. I'm telling you, with Shaq's era, big sloppy, no skill, and are gonna make it into the league. Bodies that are dominating. It's coming. Here, I was in Chicago, but also with guys like Fred VanVleet, and as his name is in the free for the 3rd straight year in a row. James, he's in the free agent market. Not sure go you know find out we with him as he's looking for money. I have to say, Josh Hart as well too, right? But I have to say, I really hate comes along. Suddenly, fools allows players to try to take advantage of financial opportunity. Tom Brady played until he was 8 years old. many quarterbacks 6 years old? But then is that we do need to adjust what we think of as prime, right? In prime, but not so for the now the 34 that had a guy that we have considered Hall of Fame worthy before then. Somebody deserves 6-year contract. No. Sorry. Because LeBron can play until no, I don't want to take that. What's the number for? Is there zero? Oh God. Why do I like this? But Becon James. Oh, that's funny. Because LeBron James until he's 88, right? 74, 73. I don't know. Pick 13. That's us. Everybody in the league right now is able to take advantage of the ability that they into their can't. But still, a good majority of these guys, their prime is still the number we were thinking of. But maybe to adjust it by a year or two. We thought the plan was about 5. It's probably not 7. You know what? Damn. For like 33. So he's 30. So but you can see he's on his prime because everybody falls out there probably a little bit early. LeBron James at the same time. You prime. Out of his prime before LeBron James, but they're also I'm gonna say out of his prime at the same age. You understand? All the players, and even we think about the people that he was drafted, players that were drafted that before him has been longer than all there. Everybody should get in for it. You have to put a case by case. While players may see it like, you know what? Let me get this 4-year extension. James is one of a 4 extension. 2-year contract. And it should be 5 million. And I say 5 million. And we think Jalen Brunson is underpaid. Randall makes about 25 million. But not. Julius Randle is underpaid. He like 32, 34 million. Inflation, okay? Inflation. And what we really hope is that there's these slew of moves first couple of hours, first couple of hours before July 4th. But I feel that there's been this weird pattern with the NBA the last couple of years. I feel like they till wait till after 4th of July. They would have to root their and their family. So while I don't think a lot of movement, just enough though to ain't nothing. There'll be maybe he moved. Oh, that's who I heard possibly moving. DeAndre Ayton ball to Orlando. I think he lost you for the but for ball. I like enough to even change my thought on the Suns. It's still be the favorite to me. Less than the NBA championship is Boston. Half the championship this year. It's not every team is championship or bust. Now, every franchise championship or bust. He's going to the championship or bust. So maybe in the next couple of episodes. But before we do that, it must really have Yankees money and still have problems. That's all I think. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted. Right? You said this for years, right? For decades you said this. Oh, well, if we could just buy a team, we could win a championship. Ain't so fucking easy now, is it? You can buy your team now. You've been buying your team. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah. Finally got what you asked for. You got to own it. I spent the Yankees. You finally got it. You forgot your goddamn Nets. When you hit the pitch. Organization still has no identity. Chemistry. You look good last year. You look Basuda. How does it feel? Huh? This is what you wanted. I want to hear you guys talk about, hey, how you feel. Okay? Don't talk about how we celebrate. Listen to understand. As a Yankees fan, championship or bust is championship or bust. Which means that that's the bare minimum. Because you don't make the at all. The players are the bare minimum. So if I expect to do the minimum, start critiquing that. We're gonna make the playoffs. What are we gonna do? We know you're gonna make the playoffs. Team make the playoffs. Can you get me the chip I want? I'm not impressed by you making the playoffs. It's the minimum requirement with a chip. Or if your mission statement is bust. Now, we do regular season. We do. Trust me. Believe it or not, we do regular season because we appreciate their business. We have them doing what they're supposed to do. Just get enough games to get into the playoffs to get that chip. We appreciate it. But while they're regular season that we know they're going to the playoffs, then we're going to see if they're playing championship baseball the whole entire time. Happening, that's what we're taking as we know they're going to make the playoffs. What do you 500. Don't know if you can even make the playoffs. Like your ceiling, like your ceiling is our roof. I swear to God, your leave it up, Mets fans. What you get excited about? With you're hopeless. Playoffs is a foregone conclusion for. We look for. You look for ribbons. Now, how does it feel, man, to have Yankees money, but still be running back should be right? Running back podcast, right? We'll talk about that in just a moment when we have one of our sponsors.
They didn't join the win championships. They joined because important work to be done, and only some are brighter, better educated than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, just troops, all prepared. You'll find them with a flash, and the only design is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference, and they can respond, I became.
Yeah, good time. What a really good time, man. Oh, wow. I'm just saying that. So I am coming to a point. I feel that running back can't strike, but running back to strike. As the NFL constantly devalue, they never will do it, I'll be right. We all know this, right? We should talk about this if I know they didn't do this, but they should, because they're getting devalued too fast in the NFL, right? Or the turnaround time on NFL on has caused them to be devalued. We even got Derrick Henry was about to get moved because they didn't want to pay him because nothing. I think that Derrick Henry window may have closed, especially with Andy offensive, the best wide receiver had, and sent him to Philly. You see what happened there? Sent Philly to the Super Bowl. So maybe they're ready to start over too instead of continue. We're not Peter where they may try to do him for 20 years or however long. Right? We're not going to see that. I don't think that anymore, right? We're running back with the team. It may now be, you know what? You're going to spend 40% of your, and that will still be the bulk of the time that you spend on one team. It's going to be 50% and you got something. But also now I'm at the point where, you know what? If you're a running back, right? Good portion of running back are being brought and being brought out. I understand that you want to, like most athletes, be as versatile as possible in your position. Why we see they finally come up to the skills of what point guard, shooting guard, right? Dribble, pass. You know what? You guys understand the three natures of the game: dribble, pass. You sort of seeing that from running back as well, right? The highest valued in the game generally have the skill of not just running, but also pass catching. And if they're ridiculously elite, they also are as well. If I'm running back, if I'm a running back in college, or in high school, even, it probably starts there. In college, but it probably starts in high school, right? Whatever. If you got good hands and you're gonna start working on your hands, the moment your hands are good, you find a wide receiver. Say, fuck this. I got guys to catch. And then what you do, you end up becoming Debo Samuels. Now, if they need scenarios, they can put you also run with back. See, maybe that's what we're doing, right? Back, side receiver, you start turning yourself into running back or running back physically. You're gonna have to switch it, but it's gonna have to change somewhere. And why you not be able to go on strike early as high school? You can running back. Screw this. No, I'm gonna run it. Like, no. I'm not gonna allow you to pigeonhole this position. I can catch the ball. I'm a wide receiver. A run, and you know what's gonna end up as wide receivers, as running backs that can catch because all of the traits. As running backs, all of the guys who catch. So now they need a catching scenario or to throw defense or the defense off the guard. They put a wide receiver that has running or that wide receiver that has running back side. Wide receiver has running vision and have him in the backfield. And he may not run, but he is a decoy. Maybe he blocks. Next time we see him back there enough time, which also means all backs, you're gonna end up having to learn how to catch else. Now you running back, catch, you have to come back. That's what's happening. You guys are going to be something's gonna happen. But so this is wild, obviously. But you guys college. Hope you guys listen. If you know a college player, if you know somebody that plays football, somebody that plays football, middle, send this out. If you're a running back, you can catch or reclassify yourself as a wide receiver. If they need to use you as a running back, then make them use you like Debo Samuels. But you're a wide receiver trait. You just have running back skill. Don't make it classify yourself as a running back has wide receiver with running back. And force them to fine tune you. Force them to play every single offense. Force them to. I forget forgetting their names. The Shanahan, which is a bad just to study. Make them still study the Shanahan system and Shanahan tree. Make them realize that if you're not utilized like Debo Samuel, you're not getting the most out of you. You're not. You're Samuels. Yo, so you're gonna find a way. To under McCaffrey too. These running like, hey, the running back just is because they don't have dual skills. And once they develop dual skills in this, I don't know if you're able to reclassify in the NFL. Like you just put a hand. I don't know these routes. I don't know the separation though. Actually, the way I really need you to. High point this ball like I really want you to. We're gonna see running back start but on strike. And by strike, I do just mean that you have to start reclassifying yourselves. Get talking about considerably better. That's why yourself a receiver. That's back physicality. Like, you know, is it that knows how to do something like a rap, but you're a wide receiver? Don't let them to running back anymore because running backs are being too devalued. If you like the physicality and the hit it, if I'm not mistaken, you could probably even move to linebacker. Yes, there we go. Right? Move to linebacker. Need to. And you will have not only will you get paid considerably more, right? But you have a knowledge of the vision on the other end to know where you're gonna attack the hole. But in next, let's put. I can understand maybe some of the comments now. I'm not gonna understand these. I'm gonna be less sympathetic in the next 3 years because that would have been that the freshmen that are going to college now decided to stay as running backs 2-3 years through the next 3 years. Coming to the NFL, still as running back. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna be sympathetic for them in the next 3 years because these guys coming in, that will be. You've had the opportunity. In 7 years, I would have lost. If they were, running back is a undervalued position, then I'm still being a running back. We now see the pattern. It's 2023. We see the pattern. If you're a running back with any clips to your fingers, if you are running back got any hands, if you are running back that can find the best pair of those damn gloves, you start reclassifying stuff and start knowing how to be a better route runner and reclassify yourself as a wide because the NFL isn't going to is through the 750 for you guys completely out the window because if your skill set hasn't changed or adapted, then that's on you. Who expected now? Man, I get 52. I get. You want to pay me like you should. Man, all you just run. Can catch or do something else. Sorry. Throw? No. Sorry. Right. Go ahead and take a $35 million contract. $21 million game. To. As the NFL value, you go up and up, get a $7 contract. Listen, what's 12? 10.1, I think, is that right now. If you guys get the time for that 3 to 7 year mark, it's about you guys being lucky if you get $1 million a year. I'm expecting it's only the guys that can't catch out the backfield. You have Stone. Like for wide receiver that can't catch anymore, you can't catch it. Yeah, you could be. Come on. Come on. For the wide receiver that can't catch, linebacker for the running can't catch. Your position is not it is it is struggle to get running position. And I'm telling